Hi, I'm Zank. This is the second of a three-part series designed to make you proficient in hiring using oDesk so you can free up more of your time and get a lot more done. In my last video, I went over my process for submitting a job requisition using oDesk. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I do to identify and hire a great candidate. So let's get over to oDesk. When you log in, this should be the first page you come to, the Recruit and Jobs Posting tab. So hopefully by now you've received some interest in your job posting. For this example, I'm going to use my developer job. I've had 24 applicants, 5 are new to me. I've sent 10 messages and I've made 2 hires. So let's click into this job and let's just scroll down and start looking at some of these individuals. So this person's got 100 plus hours, 4.3 star rating on average, a little bit higher than the amount I wanted to pay. And it says, hello, we're having long-term experience. So the we in the sentence tells me that perhaps this is an agency. So for now, I'm just going to hide this particular individual. The next is 15 an hour, no feedback, new to oDesk. Definitely going to hide that individual. 11 an hour. Hello, we have 4 years experience and more than a half year. So 6 months in framework is just not enough. So I'm going to close that. Agency contractor. So again, I'm going to hide that one because that's not what I'm looking for. 6+ years experience. Okay. 667 an hour, 100 plus hours with the perfect 5-star feedback. I'm the perfect guy. Okay, so let's take a look at this individual. I'm going to open that in a new window. And let's just keep on going down so we can find one more to look at. Hi, I'm developer. How to work with Git. Okay, so this looks interesting. The amount per hour is pretty good. I'm going to open that in a new window. Now let's take a look at that first person. So I see lots of tags here. So perhaps the person is really good at all this, but perhaps it's just a little tag happy. Now the cover letter is the first thing I look at. If I like the cover letter, I'll actually open up this person's profile and then look much more at the person's feedback and how the person has performed in the past. I think the perfect guy for the job, always feel strong, confident, hard work, honest communications, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm looking for is something specific to my job requisition, which mentioned that you have to have experience with and you have to have experience with Git. And so I don't see any of that mentioned here. We can go down a little bit lower, look at a little bit more feedback here. But it seems to me that this person didn't really read my job requisition and just said, I think I'm the perfect guy for this job. So I am going to hide this user and I'm going to close this tab and go to the next one. So hello there, I'm a developer. I had worked in Git. So you see right away the person mentioned person mentioned Git, and then gave me a few sites that I can even take a look at. So that's really great. One's using Bootstrap, which is another technology I use that I mentioned in my job requisition. So this looks terrific. Now let's go and open that individual's complete profile. So it won't show the cover letter there. Now I can see this person is a web developer specializing in frameworks like Cake PHP, let's see, past 5 years. Okay, so jobs, 3 in progress. That's a fixed price, so I don't understand. That doesn't tell me any extra information about the person's hourly rate that the person might accept if I were to offer a lower rate. So here's something that was last year for $11 an hour. So maybe this person will only work for that amount. Let's see, simple PHP, custom intake form. I'm looking for something like a developer, database, that's a little bit more advanced. So that looks good. Now there's some stuff on the portfolio. Again, I don't look at portfolio a whole lot. I'm not sure where the portfolio items generally come from. So I don't usually spend a whole lot of time on the portfolio. I generally come down here, look at the test scores, PHP 5, something that applies to me, top 30%, Windows XP below average. That doesn't affect any of my choices. So the person's been a web developer from 2011 to May. Let's see, so that's not a whole lot of time. A PHP developer for a few months there. And education, a bachelor's in computer engineering. So that looks pretty good. I see a lot of jobs initiated by the contractor, not many by the client. And then in the number of hours, I see the last 6 months, the person's only worked 146 hours, all time 372. So that's not a whole lot. I still don't mind this individual. from Nepal so I can see what the time difference is. So this would not be bad at all. So let's say we want to contact this person and perhaps make a different offer. This would not be the page to do it. What we want to do is we want to go down to Hire Now. So we can hire right away at the specified terms, which would honor the $11.11 an hour, or we can make a different offer. So let's go through and do that. Now you see there's the name of the job. I can close it if this person accepts. I would choose not to do that because I like to have a couple different developers in the beginning. I can give the person the title, like a senior web developer, and then I can specify a different hourly rate. So if I type in, say, $8.50 an hour, you can see right away that the contractor would receive $7.65. Now, weekly limit, I always limit the hours in the beginning. Let's just say 2 hours per week. And then if I wanted to talk a little bit more, give the person a little bit more background, I could upload something here. And then I could write a personal message saying, I hope you accept my lower limit. So let's just write out something here. So you can write something friendly there. And the reason I limit to 2 hours a week is because in the beginning, I always give the person a test task. So this will be something like doing something very straightforward, very simple, so you can get a feeling for how the person works with a very low commitment level. So we're just going to limit this to 2 hours a week and say something like, I hope you accept the new terms of employment. I look forward to working with you. Thanks. And then maybe before the thanks, we say something like, I will, let's see, so if you accept, I will send over a test task to start immediately. Great. And that's that. So then you say, I understand, you click continue. And this would right away inform this person that there's a potential hire there. So generally, I've had really good success in offering a different amount that works well for me that's pretty close to the person's hourly rate. Some people say no, but it never hurts to ask. So if you can't afford it, but you like someone's qualifications, that's something you can do. So I'm going to close this because I don't want to send this off right now as we're just working on a demo here. Let's go back down and look at a couple more individuals. So let's see, no feedback, new to oDesk. Now let's see, I'm going to go up here and shortlist this person I liked earlier. Now let's see, no feedback, new to oDesk, 10 plus hours. Let's see, PHP Zen framework. I'm interested in the position you recently posted. See, this looks exactly like the person didn't read my job requisition and just gave me a generic piece of feedback here. So I'm going to close that one. Thanks for your consideration. I've thoroughly gone through your initial project description. Let's see. So this says that they mentioned Code Igniter here. I didn't mention that at all. I only mentioned Yi, and I didn't mention Zend or WordPress. So the person didn't read my job requisition. So close that one. Agency contractor, close it. Another agency contractor, close that one. Okay, so let's see. This person talks about framework. The rate is a little bit closer. New to oDesk. I'm just going to close this one. Hi, can I help you? That doesn't get really very far. You really want to know that someone can do what they say they can do. Again, just a generic response. Now this is interesting. Hi there, I'm a Yi developer. I have experience in Bootstrap. Don't hesitate to contact me. So this looks more interesting. Let's open this in a new window and then go look at this individual. And this will be the last one that I do. So you can see there's some tags here that are very relevant to me. The hourly rate looks good. Rate on profile is quite a bit higher. That can be a good indication. Good English level. So let's go over and look at this person's profile. That'll open in a new window. And this is where I like to really analyze the applicants. So I can see some of the other technologies this person works in, and then right away to the work history. And again, we're looking for stars first, so those look pretty good. And now we're looking for something that's relevant. Yi developer for long-term project at $5 an hour, started in January 2013. So that's very interesting. Maybe I could offer a lower rate to this individual than the $13.33. There's another one, 11 hours at $8.99. So the person's in Indonesia. Let's see, let's look at the work hours. Last 6 months, 37 hours. So I wonder why this is. So I might just write the person back and ask why there are so few hours recently. Maybe the person is in school, maybe they just got out of school, something like that. So if I wanted to contact this person, I would come back here and then I would just go to send message. And now I can write this person and say, you know, can you tell me why you've worked so few hours lately? What's your upcoming availability? Your qualifications look great, but I'm just a little bit concerned about how much time you have or something like that. Now, once you've done that, I generally hire 2 or 3 contractors, and I'll give them a short example contract to work on in the very beginning. Something like 2 hours, so then you're not spending a whole lot of money, especially if it's for a virtual assistant position. You're spending $2, $3, $4 on one little piece of work. You take that work, you analyze it, and then if you've hired 4 or 5 applicants, you then go back, keep 2 or 3 on that you really like, and let the other 3 go. And that way you can go from 4, 5, or 6 applicants down to 2 very quickly. And I like to keep 2 virtual assistants on board. I hope you found this helpful and you'll learn to use oDesk to effectively hire and retain really good talent. Thanks for watching.